Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. Of course, I hope you're doing well out there. Now, before we get started, Libra, Spirit says, beautiful balancer, harmony kneels at your feet. Choose with grace, not fear. And really, what I get is not fearing your own power because you might surprise yourself. So let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your oracle messages. And this is for Libra in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, let's see. We got the Magician. We're just talking about the power. You have been weaving your energies in the right direction in some aspect of your life. So just know that you are being complimented with a beautiful outcome. And this outcome has something to do with your intention. And so you could feel good about what is arriving because, yes, you are co creating with Spirit. And Spirit wants you to have confidence right now, Libra, especially when it comes to maybe saying no to distractions or things that may just try to throw you off guard, because there is a sense of you becoming very powerful. And there may be energies that could be, you know, up against the challenge or up for the, not up against, I should say up for the challenge, but you don't need to be bothered by that, okay? So take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Okay, so Spirit is also saying, Libra, no matter what or how challenging things may seem for those that resonate with this, you have everything you need to feel good and powerful. So you don't have to, look beyond your tangible means as well as your intangible means. Now, with the Magician, this is the beginning of something here, okay? And I do feel that this is the beginning of you really harnessing, mapping out your life the way that you want it, right? In a way that blends, though, to Spirit. And what I mean by that is that we found or we are finding mastery with when it's time for us to move and when it's time for us to yield. So you're working your magic with Spirit here and blending the two by, having good intentions, but also you may be releasing expectations so that you can just see what becomes available. And this is how you are beautifully weaving something into your own existence. So good job. Wow. Okay, you got two major arcanas coming out. I was just talking about you weaving and mastering things here. Yes, you've been letting go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Now, for those that may be struggling with, moving on, or maybe you just need confirmation, this is your confirmation time to move on. Now, I do get a little bit of fire with this Magician energy, and we do have water sign coming through, which is associated with Scorpio. So just take that how it resonates. But the release is a transformation, right? So whatever you've been processing, it's okay to feel what you want to feel. But Spirit is saying right now, the thing about what you're feeling and processing is turning out to be a beautiful blessing for you. It's helping you, like, almost in a sense recover, lost power, or maybe building up a new sense of power here. Some of you have ended just take it if it resonates, because I get something about some of you, maybe a lot of you have ended a surface level type of relationship. And that may be because you came out of some type of illusion. You awoke into something. You were more in tuned and aware of your surroundings and what was really going on. And so you saw things for what they are. And that's a blessing. And that's another thing. That's a blessing in disguise. All right, now let's continue and see what else. And Spirit is walking with you right now through some type of gate, some type of new timeline, a portal here. And you will be given tangible resources to continue walking your path as long as you feel confident. And the secret too is to take charge of your life, right? We're not sitting around and waiting for anything or anyone. And I know that can be challenging at times. I mean, it can certainly be challenging with that death card here, which is that release. But let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know, Libra. Okay, you got three. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe this. You got three major arcanas. Okay, so this is going to have powerful and long-lasting effects. And I am getting something about threes. I was getting something about 11s and threes. And 1, 1, 3, 1, 1. Okay, we got 11, right? This is that new timeline. You've harnessed your strength. And not only are you harnessing strength, you're harnessing some type of grace from wisdom from the past. And did it come, how should I say this? Did that wisdom come easy? Oh my goodness. Most likely not. That means your will, your patience, your desires have all been tested. Your ability to conquer something has been tested. But look at this. We got the strength card. I just love what's going on. You got the magician, you got the release, you got the strength. You're releasing anything that takes away from your ability to be powerful and to summon what you're born to summon. It's like look at this. There's like a pathway already for you because you've already created a pathway. Now, okay, so you've hit a milestone here. You've created a pathway. Spirit is saying, keep going. See, this is that mastery that you've reached. You've reached a destination. Now you're creating another pathway. Okay, so grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, and that's exactly what you've been doing. The power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. That's exactly what I'm getting. You embracing this new sense of freedom with your confidence, your power. You not giving a flying F, what anything or anyone thinks. You're pretty much in a place of being carefree. You're not being careless. You're being carefree. There's a difference. All right, now let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. You're getting a new lease on life. There may be something too. Either you're coming into, now I just said that you're coming into a new lease on life, but there actually may be something about a lease, about renting something or having something part-time. Again, this might be part of this thing where you're, weaving between the realms with Spirit here, okay? So Spirit may be giving you something temporarily, like a lease, okay? Just take it. In fact, it's something that you don't want to carry on permanently here because it's only aiding and benefiting you for a period of time. Okay, so let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. I was calling you Spirit because yes, you are Spirit too, Libra. Let's see, wait. Ooh, look at that. We are waiting. Things are coming to you. Now, look at the magician, look at the strength and the release. All you're doing is harnessing your power and getting ready to make your move because you are harnessing like the lamb and the human and the lion energy. So you're blending these three different spiritual allies into your own being right now. So, pay attention to that time where you could have reacted maybe in a different way, right? Maybe not so positive in the past, but now you're noticing how you are reacting and what's coming back to you. So Spirit is saying, wait, don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. Remember, I was talking about that thing about leasing or, just being in tuned and aware of internal and external resources that are popping up. And when I say internal, I'm talking like maybe ideas, revelations, putting the pieces of the puzzle together, right? And also tangible, right? Even the smallest things can spark a new interest, a new formula. So here you are standing proud of what you've already conquered. I think that's really what Spirit wants you to recognize, Libra, is what you've already conquered. You've conquered the past. And I know for some of you Libras, it may have, seem like a long time, because it may have been a one cycle after another. And that is okay too. We don't need to get caught up in a trap in this modern day world where we're on ego time, human time, computer time. We're on natural divine time. And this is what you're releasing. You're releasing being on that program. You're on your own time. Yes, that we still have to honor responsibilities, okay? But you're finding your balance with that. So there's nothing with structure, but it gets a little uncomfortable when it becomes too much. So let's continue and see. So this is exactly what you're finding. You're finding your area, your structure to really build upon. And it's okay. Spirit wants you to feel safe in this structure, this boundary that Spirit has put you purposefully in. This is why it may seem like things are delaying. You're meant to wait. Don't rush into anything. In fact, this is why you're harnessing Strength card, because you're controlling that impulse, right? To act too quickly, maybe, right? Before we think, or on impulse. Now, sometimes it works in our favor. Don't get me wrong. But there is something here we need to, we're making sure that it's very clear to us this time around. And again, I do get something about an available resource, a fortune, a blessing that's on its way to you, so you'll know exactly what to do with it. I do get fire sign coming through. In the meantime, play while you wait. I mean, look, play while you wait for your blessings. And also, I just see something about you really standing out at this time, or you will, so it's really nice to feel recognized and appreciated for who and what you are and what you stand for, because you're not seeking the applause. You're just being who you are. I do sense 6 of Cups with this playtime, so whether it's old friends that just feel good, or family, connect. If you've been waiting for the right opportunity to get playful, because some of you, this could be something about relationships and friends, you may need to wait. You may need to learn how to play on your own for the time being until Spirit brings you the people that are properly aligned for the business that you carry. Because I see a business person here, okay? You're a businessman or businesswoman. I don't know. I just get that so much. Now, whether or not you do something, you're doing something with it, is up to you. But maybe that's why I'm getting this business thing. Maybe it's been all about business and we need to play, right? Work, business. So the dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. The very first card that you got was the manifestation card. In fact, let's find out what resource is coming to you. This one and this one. Let's find out what is coming towards you and see what Spirit will give us. I really want to emphasize that Libra, Spirit really is showing up in your life in intangible and tangible forms. And Spirit wants you to know that you're always going to have something around you that will comfort you when you do feel alone. Because Spirit stands next to you incredibly proud of what you didn't fall for. Oh gosh, okay. I'm just saying, I'm just so proud of you and I'm so happy for you. Okay, Libra. my rising is, my rising is Libra. Okay, so I love this too. So you can do anything, take charge of your life. Guess what's manifesting in your life so that you know what to do with it? I mean, this can't even get any better. I mean, it could, I guess. I don't know. But the Six of Autumn, oh, very pleasing card here. This is real, solid. We're holding it. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow the money. Okay, inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying debt. Okay, I was getting something about a lease too. So, I'm not someone that particularly likes to lease, but I mean, it depends, right? You could, rent a hotel, rent an apartment, rent a car. I don't know, but you are getting a new lease on life, right? And the Six of Autumn, this is something where we are feeling blessed by the universe. We really truly get unexpected resources, more time, more money, more help, the ability to figure out or strategize how to pay off debt if you're in that situation, right? I know it doesn't feel good to owe money. No one likes to owe money, but get it out of your head. Come up with a plan, small, just start out small if you need to, because it's the intention here, right? But we don't need to be consumed by it. So just set the intention, strategize, get it into play, and then go play. Because Six of Autumn is the Six of Pentacles. This is Earth sign. I was also getting this Six of Cups with this playtime. So I love how the sixes are coming out for you. Balance. It's all about balance, and it's material balance for you, Libra. So things are really looking good for you on the tangible aspect. Maybe some of you are like, finally. So let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, oh my gosh. Alchemy. I mean, perfect with the Magician here. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. I can't emphasize right now how much, how do I say it? How much potency you've got to work with here. This is why Spirit is saying don't rush into action. The only action you really want to rush into is, maybe, really think about these things that you might be wanting to do, right? Or maybe perhaps you started. You may be getting a gift to start something brand new here, something you've been curating with Spirit. So we've got the good news about having material resources, knowledge, and now we can make more, right? The good you do comes back to you. Now, I sense Sagittarius coming through, so just take that how it resonates. I want to get a little bit more, too, about this alchemy for you. Now, the secret with the alchemy, Libra, no matter where you're at in life, okay, the secret with this alchemy is to not feel or to really pay attention, not to be caught up on feeling like we need this, we longing for things, or we have to have this. It's like the secret is to really feel that you're right where you need to be, right on time. And there's nothing more that you are expecting. This is how you allow, your guard to kind of come down in a very safe way in order for these things to kind of pop up. And so patience really is the key. You've already been mastering something when it comes to patience. And so Spirit is giving you things in increments here too, to build up to, some type of acceleration of success here. Libra, you know what? This is getting better and better. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here. This is so good. I just want to milk your reading. I told you there's something about these threes. I was picking it up at the beginning of the reading. It's a building up, and it's an establishment. It's a collaboration. This is exactly what's forming in your life. I mean, you should really feel good about where you're headed and what you've already been accomplishing. So follow your, what's that say? Gosh darn it, it's not coming in clear. Passion. You know what I thought that said for a second? Precision. So there may be something with your precision. Follow your passion when it comes to your career, or, maybe something that you want to do, or projects. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. I mean, it's just so perfect with the alchemy card, right? You're being compensated for your creative talents, right? Whatever you touch, whatever project you start can turn to gold. Three of Autumn is Pentacles. This is Three of Pentacles here. Okay, let's continue and see what else. The season of fall, I feel, has a tremendous influence for you for building on things and establishing things. So just take that how it resonates for you when you get it. Okay, Father Healing. Well, Libra, we are coming into our own here. We are feeling far more independent than we have in the past. You have been letting go and releasing the wounds, or maybe the disappointments here when it came to a father figure or a masculine in one's life, or the lack of, right? And we were already talking about how you are summoning all of your power back. And I do feel that you're gathering your power from different timelines. And you're also being in this place of not negotiating karmic ties or patterns, even when it comes from family. Because you've realized something here, that you don't have to inherit everything that was passed down to you. And that's a blessing that heaven sees that you have overcome. I don't know why. I just got the word disqualification or disqualified. Huh. Some of you might have felt like you got disqualified, but you know what I also get? I feel that someone got canceled out of your life. It's like they could not qualify. Some type of contract got canceled out of your life. This is why you're getting a new lease on life. You should feel really proud about this. Now, if there is a hang up on men in general, we may need to get back to the root cause of why. Because Spirit wants you to feel good about a protector coming into your life. Yeah, you're manifesting a protector in your life. This is preparing you to appreciate and respect what this energy is going to bring, because it will not be like you've had before. This is someone solid. This is someone who sees you and your divine authenticity. So this is someone that is in tuned and connected to the spiritual realm. Whether they realize it or not, they've been heaven sent for you, as well as you have been for them. What else? I don't know if I mentioned that I sense Emperor with this, so Aries would be coming through, and we have the synchronicities. Libra, you really are in the most perfect spot. You really are. Synchronicities are lining up for you. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. This is why we have to be patient, so that we can see and notice them in order to increase their flow, because that's yielding you valuable information about what's to come and what not to get distracted by. Let's see what else. Four of Summer. We're just talking about distracted. Oh no. The Four of Summer. We can be lost in our thoughts and our emotions. My goodness, this angel is begging you, please to give yourself another chance here for some of you. Now, some of you, you may have someone begging for another chance here. Oh no. Oops. Well, you know what? You got to figure this out. I mean, if you can heal something, why not, right? But a lot of you Libras will know whether or not you want to entertain something. So this card is the 4 of Cups, 4 of Summer. Now we got water sign. It says being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. We definitely got magical opportunity. I'm telling you, Libra, really, it's only a matter of like attention here. It's not even the time. It's about attention. So taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. You could have felt that. You could have felt like you've been taken for granted, but also we have to be careful too, not to take our pets or people that are in our life for granted. Let's get more. What's important about this 4 of Summer for Libra? Because there is something about like time is of an essence here, right? It's navigating this energy into the energy where we're summoning good fortune here. I feel like this is this whole thing where we just feel like it's like one disappointment after another, like one delay after another. This is it. Yeah, we're I was just talking about the gates have opened for you. You are in a new timeline. I know it doesn't feel like it, Libra. Because you got to give it a little bit of time. It doesn't go like that. It's like chop suey, you know. It's like you know, you like that hockaloogie kind of sound. Well, what I'm trying to get at is it's not like that. That would be just tremendous. Anyhow, say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So again, you are in the magician energy. Spirit is reminding you that you got a lot of power and there's a lot more power coming to you. Now, if you've already been doing this, you're right on time, okay? Now, there may be something with doing a different thing in the morning, right? Mornings can be tough. The nights and the mornings can be tough. But just give yourself at least a few weeks, you know, of implementing new affirmations. This is part of you weaving something into the tapestry of your own life. Now, I just want to bring this up because I felt like Spirit was giving me that word of disqualified. Someone got disqualified out of your life because they took you for granted, Libra. They unfortunately had to be taught the hard way of not taking people like you for granted, because people like you don't come around very often. So set your sights higher. See, people like you don't come around often. Increase your standards. Expect more for yourself. Don't settle, because the past is going to try to knock. Please, Libra, look at that. I know it's like a little fairy or angel, but like think of someone like, please, Libra, you know, what about all the time we spent? I mean, whatever it is. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what it is for your situation. Just be cautious of that. I mean, yes, you can forgive, but does that mean that you have to allow them to have access to your energy, the new energy that you got going on? You know, it's like, I feel like they've already consumed enough in your mind and your heart, rent free. See? Now we need to recover what we lost because we've been given something rent free. Now we need to be compensated for that now, don't we? This is exactly what you're doing. Getting compensated for what you love to do. This situation with someone possibly could have been a catalyst to your good fortune too, Libra. Let's see what else. You do have a soulmate relationship that you're intertwining with. So it's already existing in you, around you, spiritually. You do have some type of new romance or passion playing out. And it could be, Libra, listen, not all of you, this is not going to be someone at first. This may be a new joy, a new hobby, a new interest, a new passion, a new friendship, a new group. I mean, whatever it is, but it leads to bigger and better things, right? Because remember, Libra, spirit works in a very patient way too, in increments. Sometimes it does get a little disappointing when I hear people get disappointed about the results in their life, and I understand. But what I also want to share with people, because sometimes they're like, well, where's all my abundance? Where's all of this and that? It's all in the perception of the person, because you could put two people side by side and one could literally just be living in their RV and one could be living in a mansion, and the one in the RV is far more abundant than the one in the mansion. But what I'm getting at is that spirit wants to set you up for life, not for failure. So if you get abundance that comes in waves or in increments, we need to be appreciative of that, because it's setting you up for the bigger abundance later. Because if you haven't been programmed, if you haven't been accustomed to a certain style of creating and living, it takes some time to really feel comfortable. So then you get to one level, then you get the next level, and then the next. This is why, Libra, you will find too, just for an example, you will see a lot of people who have won the lottery and they've lost all of that money because they didn't know what to do with it when they got all of that money, because they were not warmed up to it. Not everybody, but a lot of them do. A lot of them do. Easy come, easy go. It's true. Soulmate relationship, a new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Just know that you are attracting a right partnership. If you want a spiritual soulmate, you're going to get it. If you want someone to really honor and respect you, you're going to get it. The only thing you have to watch out for is thinking that you have to settle or rush into something, right? To fill a void. You got to trust with all your might that right now you're about to manifest some type of productive alchemy here, success. And spirit wants you to enjoy that success, because that success may have something to do with this soulmate. Let's continue and see what else spirit wants you to know. I had a feeling this was going to come out. Look, if you've been thinking about this or questioning yourself whether or not you got what it takes, you do. This is why I was getting this emperor with you, a leader, a natural born leader. You're a born entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Did I not just call you business, like business person? I don't know. What did I call you? Something about business. Anyhow, business person. Eight of Pentacles is what I get with the self-employment. So Spirit is saying, stay dedicated, learn all that you can, acknowledge all that you've done, choose quality over quantity. That's going to be the secret, and pace yourself. Don't overdo it. But get excited about the magical opportunity. See the potent energy here? The moment you release something here, Libra, and a lot of you have, but the moment you release something where it's going to mostly be the release in emotion, where we don't feel a gut-wrenching hook into it. That's when you turn something that ended into a new tangible beginning here. So just know you're on this, you're having to sit in the alchemy process by being a witness to what's weaving in and out of your life. If you don't want it, let it go, because that's part of spirit helping take the burden away for you without you having to do it for yourself. It's not as hard as we may think it is once we know our intentions, once we get clear about who and what we are and what we deserve. Let's see what else spirit wants you to know. Now we got the mother. You got both the mother and the father. So you got the divine mother and the divine father literally co-creating, making love inside of your heart because you have come to a place of acceptance and understanding more than you have in the past. And yes, we may have parents that are driving us crazy, or we have questions, or we have something. But as your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. I'm only laughing because my mom's been driving me crazy lately, but that's all right. I have to have patience with her too. But the thing is I also, I'm not going to carry the burdens of feeling I have to make my mother happy, right? Or anyone happy. You got to make your own self happy. This is the thing too, lining up with someone where they are, I mean, it's impossible to be happy 24/7, but at least they're not someone who is bringing drama, chaos, manipulation to the table. Now I do see a divine feminine, divine masculine. So we got the Empress and the Emperor. And with the Empress, you've got, yourself showing up too, Taurus and Libra with the Empress energy. So really, Spirit is, again, setting you up for life here. Spirit is setting you up to be able to handle all of the things that you are accumulating and building up, and to feel good and proud of it. You do need to take care of yourself. This may mean that you are having to say no with grace. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so the new can come in. So let's go a bit more about the old and worn out. Some of you, just take it if it resonates, there may be something where you're still expecting something and you may need to just kind of let that go for now. It may come, or it may come in a different form, but there is something that I feel you may be expecting. And so you may need to just let that go, right? Break free so that you can just enjoy other things that are going on in your life right now. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So we're just kind of getting out of something that feels very repetitive, very cyclical, right? So it could be that morning time, the night time. I guarantee you, if you're already doing this, you're going to start to feel better. If you carve out your me time to exercise or to do something, take care of yourself, you're going to have a far better attitude and approach to things, So Spirit is just saying, it's not really maybe just moving on. It's just about just doing things differently. And that naturally helps you move into a different direction anyway. So it's like, doing two things at once here, or accomplishing two things at once. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. And I feel that you do have to avoid negativity, or it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you, your attention to some of the things that Spirit wants you to pay attention to, like when these things pop up, to be aware, right? To know what you want to do with it. But if you're around negative people, boy, that can be that's a downer, right? So either we have to, be able to respond and react differently, or literally, if you can, just get away from that. And purposefully, this is you purposefully walking into the energy of positivity, because the veil seems to be very thin between you. And so you've got this ability to manipulate energies. What else? You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Don't let something disrupt your sense of security. Whatever you've been working hard for, and whoever you love, just know that heaven has already marked them. Whatever you feel is your prized possession, That is really a gift from the heavens here. You're going to blow up in your success or business here. It's only a matter of time, okay? But you will blow up in the way that's comfortable for you. Because remember, we want to get warmed up to all this success. It was for divine protection. See, I was getting something here. There was something that was, someone disqualified themselves. I don't even know how to say it other than that. I mean, they canceled themselves out. You cancel a karmic contract out of your life, and it's a good thing. Also, I feel that, I was talking about expecting something here or maybe needing to prove something. And the best thing to do is to just walk away. And that may take a lot of strength to, walk away with composure. Just walk away from dishonest associations, people who just are just up to no good, right? Realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. Oh my goodness, we may have gotten ourselves into something here. And something that's not worth the effort. You're going to know. You're going to know if it's incredibly draining on you. Just know that you're doing the right thing by cutting the cords, canceling the karmic, toxic negativity out. You've had enough of it already. What else? You've already proved yourself enough, is what Spirit is saying. And look at this, waves of prosperity. So that abundance is coming to you. That's that Six of Pentacles. The Six of Autumns. New abundance and exciting opportunities are washing over you now. Okay, now it may show up in small forms at first, and that's okay too. We just have to notice it. That's the secret, is if we're noticing it. See what you did? You canceled out an old contract just by standing in this place of integrity, and you created a new one. This is your new timeline. This is being on your Emperor or Empress throne here. Knowing that you're not here to please others, right? But in a way where you are, but you do things that please others naturally, but not to where it's taxing on your energy. Again, it's receptacle. King of Winter, you're showing up in your own reading. This is that businessman, businesswoman energy that I'm getting. Boss man, boss woman. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Now there may be stuff going on here with division, getting things in order, especially with finances, material things. Now, this is also indicating that you are embodying the King of Winter, right? So we've come to a place of being fair and right. And also, we might be in a place where we're unwavering with something here, like a final decision. Okay, now you could be dealing with someone that's unemotional. That could be that father or that mother healing here. You too. You too are probably most likely having a hard time giving your emotions into things right now because it's just something has taken a lot out of you. But with this King of Swords, we have someone who's knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional. But let's get a little bit more about this King of Winter and what it has to do with you for Libra. Accept heaven's help. You prayed for help. So get out of the way and let heaven help you. Got like Archangel Michael coming through too. Some kind of distractions are being removed out of your life, and so Spirit is saying, let it go. Let the distractions go. You may need to take a very non-emotional stance. an unemotional stance in a situation. Detach yourself. See the truth in something here, because Spirit is saying whatever is happening now, it's going to give you that conclusion and the fair and just situation that you deserve. But you've got to be, in your power here with that King of Winter, which is the King of Swords. What else? See how heaven is helping you, Libra? Heaven's trying to help you with something when it comes to fairness. Let yourself receive a fairness. Remember I said, the reason why you can't give into a situation is because you have no more emotions left to give into anything right now. This is why you got to really nurture your soul. And the way to nurture your soul is to feel powerful, to breathe a sigh of relief that you may have dodged a bullet. Rejection is God's protection, or, however that fits in your life. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. This might be something too that you've broken with a inheritance of feeling guilty, unworthy, feeling powerless, right? Feeling dominated by another or people, but no longer, because you found your place. And you are receiving without guilt. This is that whole transition of this new lease on life. And it'll get stronger. And when you let others do things for you, you allow them to feel abundant too. And so it works both ways. And that's important for that other soul to feel abundant, so that they are in a place of positivity and creating blessings for themselves too and others. See, you need a rest. Look, you've been working hard. Take a nap, get some rest. Playing is resting too, right? So notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. I am seeing that Spirit is speaking to you through dreams, helping you release unnecessary debris, energetic debris in your dreams, but also giving you valuable information. But if you're tired, overworked, overburdened, you are going to have a hard time feeling in the flow. And you're meant to feel in the flow. It's almost like you've been tending to the soil, this new soil of your life, because of the death card. Tending, tilling, just thinking of the garden of your life. You do need rest, because things are going to be picking up. You are certainly going to get accelerated help from heaven. So, wow. So look at this. Look, stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Oh no. Okay, so successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. Now we got the 8 of Spring. Okay, so let's get a little bit more. What's important about the 8 of Spring for Libra? We have fire sign, because this is communication. There could be something with traveling for some of you. This is also to reset yourself, okay? This is also to get back and summon your energy, especially when we feel it's been all over the place. Now, you also can decide too, Libra, to not take on too much. See, this is where you're putting mastery into use. You already know what happened last time when you took on too much, or when you felt like you're being spread too thin. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit more. We got air sign coming through with that rest. Got fire sign. Want more with the 8 of Spring here. We could be, involved in something that's like highly intense here. And passionate, and maybe even, intimate here with another. Divine magic. I mean, you're getting these repeating cards of manifesting, of this whole thing about things being summoned here. And my goodness, heaven loves you, Libra. Heaven is a witness to what you had to witness and go through. So extra, okay, not just any ordinary magical energy, if there is any, but extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe some of you, you've been expecting the worst, right? Because it's just been like one bad thing after another. Well, now you're changing it. Now you've entered the new timeline by expecting the miracles, by saying it, speaking it into existence. And maybe that's all that Spirit is waiting is for you to speak it, command it. And that's just only going to help you stay in that place of positivity, okay? But you truly are going to witness how things are going to work out in your favor, like poetic justice. In the meantime, go out and have fun. There could be things to explore. Oh, look at the sea turtle. You might even have an unexpected friendship, right? Like a sea turtle or hummingbird, or that's my little unexpected friendship. Although they haven't been visiting me lately, and I'm kind of sad about that. That's okay though. I've had other little visitors, but it is time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Let's explore your options, because Spirit is saying it really is okay to take that King of Swords, right? Your energy, which is the King of Swords, and cut away what doesn't belong. Okay, yeah. Spirit wants you to feel confident here. Whatever you want to do, do it. Do it with power. People want to see you accelerate into your positivity. Yes, you're more powerful than you realize, and it's safe for you to be powerful. So where can we move with this new sense of freedom, of power here? That's where Spirit wants you to see, where you can make little, maybe tiny beneficial changes because you're that powerful. And that's really you working your magic without even knowing you're working your magic. What else? Nope, that is actually it. All right, so Libra, before we end the reading, I just want to find out what fortune is making its way to you. Let's find out a fortune that is making its way to you. A fortune making its way to Libra. The moon, it's your dreams, and it's the 6 of spring. Oh my goodness. Okay, powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of the worry and fear. Well, thank God. A fortune, there's a fortune right there where you're in peace, where you've let go of the worry and the fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Oh my goodness, we're getting to the truth. Look at that. Fair. Another fortune is, look at that, wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. This is the ladder of success. This is really being in the place of highly influential and positive recognition and promotions, money, rewards. So good for you. You deserve it, Libra. I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.